Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video about Hoops Reference linked to his channel in the description below, titled 9 NBA players set to have massive breakout seasons in 2020, guys. So this season that we are currently in now, I would say, after watching Fred VanVleet and kill in the playoffs last year, and also in game 1 against the Pelicans, just the numbers he was putting up, it might be a good reason for the Raptors probably to trade away Kyle Lowry and just give the reins to the team to Fred VanVleet. I think he's ready for it. I think he's ready to break out, become a top point guard in the league. And then also, you can kind of get an asset for Kyle Lowry while his stock's kind of high coming off that championship season, man. So that's my vote for a player. Give me yours in the comment section below. And that's literally just after watching one game of Fred VanVleet. But he looked pretty damn good, man. So here we go. Maybe Luke Kennard, of course. I think he'd be about 27 point per game score. If not this season, next season.
The real deal is finally back. Sure, preseason gives you a little taste of NBA competition, but realistically, the teams are just going through the motions in preseason, trying to establish some chemistry and avoid injury.
Yes,
With
sir.
the season finally beginning, there will more than likely be a crowd
Wait,
of
Howard's
players
spelling AD!
elevating their games to much higher levels than
Bro, we did
prior
that shit on
years,
purpose.
set
We all
to
see
break
that low-key
out
ass
in a
tab?
big way. This brings
I
us
was
to
at
the
the action
topic
in the
of
way.
today's video,
Was in the
where
way.
we'll be discussing 9 players that I think are set to have major breakout seasons this year for their teams.
Wait, does that say Beasley? Oh, well, no, I'm sorry, man. I forget. Kobe wore number 8, of course, too, man. I thought it said Beasley, because I was like, he wore number 8 for a bit. Not on the Lakers, though. Better not have. I was like, why is his name on there?
Possibly being in the race for most
Laker
improved
all-time
player.
great Beasley.
Before we get started, though, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, guys, go
your
check
support
out
is
Hoops'
very much
channel, man.
appreciated.
Great
Now, with that being
content.
said, let's begin.
Great content.
This list isn't in any particular order, so don't take this as
De'Aaron
a ranking
Fox.
of these players, but the first player on this list that I believe is set to have a big-time breakout season is De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento.
I would probably say that De'Aaron Fox ain't even the most candidate on his own team. I would say Marvin Bagley probably over De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox is already broke. He's already broken out. Of course, he can definitely refine his game a little bit and stuff, but he's already a really good point guard, man. I would probably say Marvin Bagley.
Fox had a pretty big breakout season already last year, but I think he was only barely scratching the surface of what he can be. His blazing speed is already proven to be a problem for opposing defenses. He seemed
He got
to
his
get
buddy,
more and more
his buddy
comfortable
on
as
his
a
team
floor
now.
general as the
Buddy
season
Hield.
progressed, and
His
with
pal.
another offseason
His pal
under
buddy.
belt where he
His buddy
undoubtedly
pal,
worked
I don't
hard
know.
on his game, I can see him taking a
His
leap
buddy.
into all-stardom, despite playing in a quite stacked Western Conference. He had pretty good averages of 17 points and 7 assists per game on pretty good shooting splits, and this year, it wouldn't shock me
Swipe
if
of
he
the Fox,
comes close
man.
to averaging 20 and 10 in those categories. The next
Bam
player
Adebayo,
that I
yup, I
believe
agree.
is set to break out in the 2020 NBA season is Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. Bam's been a reliable...
I can see Bam being 16 point, 11 rebounds, 2.07 blocks per game.
Back up to Hassan
No,
Whiteside
1.7.
for 2 years now.
1.7.
But with the team having traded Whiteside to the
1.8
this
on a
summer,
good night.
Bam's ready to step into the starting spot full time, and because of this, he should be ready to contribute much more as a result of being.
Or he's
more
gonna get
involved.
exposed. He
As
could
a
get
big
exposed.
Man, he's very versatile on defense, both inside and out, which is huge in today's NBA, where teams oftentimes rely on switching on screens.
Damn, nice jump
leaving
shot.
big
Look at
men
that.
Having to guard on the perimeter for some portions.
Curry
he
range.
has great instincts,
Holy
agility, and length, and really holds his own well. Offensively, he's a powerful
Bro, he's a
finisher at
7-foot
the rim
Curry.
who likes to dunk the ball when he can, and is even a pretty underrated passer for a center. He only averaged 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists last year, but now that he's the guy in the middle from the jump,
Bro, we might have the next Jokic on the Miami Heat. Wow.
I could easily see him scoring about 15 points, grabbing 10 rebounds, and dishing out maybe 3 or 4 assists per game.
But how many blocks?
Next
1.7,
up
right?
on this list of favorable breakout candidates is Collin Sexton of the Cleveland
I
Cavaliers.
think he's going to regress.
Sexton had a notably rough start to his NBA career last season as a rookie when some veterans in that Cavs locker room leaked to the media that they didn't think he was very good, questioning whether or not he...
What?
Collin Sexton of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton had a notably rough start to his NBA career last season as a rookie when some veterans in that Cavs locker room leaked to the media that they didn't think he was very good, questioning whether or not he could even play.
Okay. Let me just say. Number one, how dare you? You are a veteran player for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, this ain't the damn, I don't know, Golden State Warriors saying this shit about, like, Alfonso McKinney, although he got cut the frame. Maybe Curry did say something about him. You literally a bitch-ass veteran player. And if your name ain't Kevin Love, you're a bum. And even Kevin Love, we starting to get in that bum range now himself. So, yeah, you got, whoever said this, whoever leaked this information, you literally have no room to talk whatsoever. You know what, Collin Sexton? I just became a fan. I believe in you. You can do this.
Not long
Same thing
after
happened
that,
to
though,
LeBron
Sexton
when he was a
began
rookie.
Proving them wrong and finished his rookie season off quite well. He may not have gotten much attention for his performances like the Luka Doncic's and Trae Young's.
How dare they say that about him?
The Cavaliers being pretty bad and uninteresting. But on the season as a whole, he averaged almost 17 points per game while shooting the ball 43% from the field and a very impressive
I still think he's a career six man though.
He has a terrific motor for a guard, playing in non-stop attack mode, and based on what he's already shown, I really like his chances to take a big leap from year 1 to year 2. The next player up due for a big breakout next year is Shai GilgeousAlexander.
Yeah, he's gonna be a nice
Oklahoma
scorer.
City Thunder.
Playmaking might regress with CP3 at point guard.
And immediately played poised and more under control than you would expect from a one-and-done young point guard like he was, and his potential on both ends of the floor is enormous. He's 6'6" with great length and defensive IQ, and brings the kind of versatility where he can guard multiple positions at a high level. Offensively, his role last year was more so to fit into the system.
Yeah, help facilitate ball movement
because of the amount of talented veterans that were around him. But he did what he was asked of and was quite impressive in doing so. Now in Oklahoma City, he's going to be trusted to do much more, as they seem
wish the
to
Clips
be
would have kept him
towards
though.
A rebuild after trading away both Russell Westbrook and Paul George. He's a very good all-around two-way player and will definitely surprise some people in
put some muscle on, man.
Oklahoma City. Next up, we've got OG Anunoby of the Toronto Raptors. Anunoby was the forgotten Raptor last season, especially
he had
after
appendicitis. He had an appendix issue,
he suffered
I think.
an unfortunate injury last year and wasn't able to get back to 100% when the team started buckling down and focusing on the playoffs. Now he's not only back healthy, but he's got some major shoes to fill on the team, with Kawhi Leonard leaving them.
Yeah, if like breakout, you mean like has to become like the next Kawhi, well, that ain't gonna happen. But if he can average like 12 points, 6.2, 3 rebounds, and like 2.4 or 5 assists, he'll be good.
And while he's not going to be able to replace Kawhi's production,
nobody would be able to, though.
He will do a good job being himself and elevating.
That's Pascal's job after that
Anunoby
extension.
Excels on defense, being 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan.
Damn.
And offensively, he's a pretty good spot-up shooter and slasher off the ball. He falls more
Ugly
under
follow
the
through. Look at that
category of
shit.
3-and-D player
Well, that was a
than
nice one.
potential star, but he has the tools to be one of the
Yeah,
best
goes to the
3-and-D
side.
players in the league.
Don't do that.
Moving on now to the next breakout candidate on the list.
OG, if you are watching this video, you want to do like, you want to go through like a Crispy Flake like shooting camp or something like that, you want me to like help you perfect your jump shot, just hit me up on Twitter at CrispyFlakes2K and I'll definitely get to you about that. We can definitely set something up. But that release was looking a little lackluster. So, you know, I just want to help you kind of like, you work at some of the fundamentals of shooting the basketball. I'll definitely get you not playing like Kawhi, but maybe shooting close to like Danny Green. So that's not a bad route either. Okay.
We have Jaren Jackson Jr. of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Just in case you watch it, you know.
Jaren missed the final
you never know.
minutes of the season last year because he struggled with injuries. But in the 58 games he played, at only 19 years old, he was incredibly promising as
I like Jaren Jackson a lot.
He's tall, long, versatile, athletic, mobile, and very skillful.
That's the same shit I put in my dating profile, man. Damn, that's like exactly what I put on it.
As a modern day
listen.
He's tall, long, versatile, athletic, mobile, and very skillful.
That's all that covers
all
me.
All of this
Yep.
became apparent as a teenager. Now at just 20 years of age, on an obviously rebuilding team, he's going to be one of the main go-to guys after starting the season last year on a team that thought they might be able to compete for a playoff spot when Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol were leading the way.
We got a solid 17-win game
and
team.
Protects the rim well despite being so young,
17-win team,
which is perfect for the pace and space era we live in now. Him and rookie Ja Morant should be a ton of fun to watch this season, giving Memphis fans something to be excited about at a time when they likely won't be winning many games. Next up now, we have
Marquese Chriss
of the Golden State Warriors.
Just make your dunks, man.
A pretty slow start to his career, 3 seasons after getting drafted.
He can't make dunks.
But this offseason, it seems like something has finally clicked with him. He's working well in the pick and roll, finishing strong at the rim, and fitting in on this new
that credit card debt probably going up too.
All the help depth-wise that it can get. The Warriors have been so impressed with him so far that they actually waived Alfonso McKinney, who was a regular part of their rotation last season, so that's definitely a good sign. Both of the Warriors centers are currently injured, so Chriss will have the chance to step up right away, and if he makes the most of it, then his career will hopefully begin to get back on track.
Good for him. Good for him. Jonathan Isaac.
We have Jonathan Isaac.
I don't see Jonathan Isaac really going up big time until either he gets traded to a team that like he can actually play power forward, or Aaron Gordon gets traded and he gets to start at power forward. Man, I do not like Jonathan Isaac at that 3 spot. It's shit, man. It gives me like Josh Smith small forward flashbacks back when we played with Detroit with Greg Monroe and Andre Drummond. It's like at power forward, yeah, you're good to go, man. But small forward, I don't like it. I don't like it.
The Orlando Magic.
I don't like it.
Isaac was drafted as a bit of a project a few years ago because his physical tools and defensive potential were so obviously there. And now heading into year 3, I think this could be the season we see him truly dominate the defensive end of the floor. He's 6'10",
good
but
jump
moves
shot, good
around
form,
like a guard, and can make big-time plays protecting the paint. His defense has already been turning heads early in his career, but the offensive end is where we'll see just how good of a player he can become, because that's where the project was. He has yet to average double-digit points in a season, but this year, I think that changes in a big way, and I can easily see him putting up at least 15 per game. And finally, the last player on this list of potential breakout
candidates had some good
for the season
games already.
Is Thomas Bryant of the Washington Wizards. Bryant had a pretty under-the-radar season last year because, outside of Bradley Beal, the team was just pretty disappointing and uninteresting. One of the few things that turned out well for them, though, was the fact that Bryant established himself as a real player, and now going into this season, I like the chances of him building off of that momentum.
He could be like
a nice 10.5 points and 6.3.
He could be like 14.7 rebound guy. I think is maybe 15 points is kind of what I see for his ceiling.
Rebounds per game last year at center. But the thing that catches the eye about him is the fact that he actually had the best shooting percentage on 2-point shots in the entire NBA.
Wow, good for him. Efficient.
Big time aggression and intensity in the paint.
All right, you a 16-point guy. Okay, not 15, 16.
On an unsuspecting defender. He doesn't back down from any challenge, and his motor is what makes him such a good player this early in his career. He even has a strong face-up game, and this year on a team without many expectations and with a bigger green light, I think he's going to be able to put up much bigger numbers.
Stay healthy though.
And with that being said, that's all I have for you today.
Okay, yeah, that was a good list of players right there. You know, some of them are guys I've heard, and other guys is like, all right, I was kind of surprised by that. So overall, very good list. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, who do you think is going to break out this NBA season? Thank you all so much for watching. Check out Hoops Reference, link to his channel in the description below. Peace out.